Hello and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about Lexenic high fidelity sleeping box. Yes people, this is a white noise machine designed for babies and adults out there. This is actually a hi-fi speaker, so it has high fidelity sound quality. At least that's what they say. We won't know until the very end of this video. So in this video we're going to be doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said sound machine. After that, we're going to be putting this to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out is this something you should buy or maybe skip altogether. I'm here for you, so you don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right, let's take a look at this white noise sleeping box immersive. That's what's up, people. There's an image of what's to come in the box that looks very, very retro, and I'm liking it. I'm liking that look. This is the H637. Take a look at the side over here. Ooh, hi-fi speaker. What? That's what's up, people. All right, more of the same. Here we go. You have rain sound, bird sound, brook sound, cicada sound, very interesting cicada sound, force mode, and pink noise. Pink noise, that is the first time I have ever heard that. All right, high fidelity loop. Wow, very nice. Okay, I am thoroughly excited now. I guess this is the name of the company, Lexenic. I'm guessing that's how you say that, like ceramic. Lexenic. Lexenic. Very interesting. I've probably said more interesting names since doing YouTube reviews than I ever have in my entire life, and I'm probably saying them all completely incorrectly. All right, what do we got going on in here? Got the AUX to AUX. Oh, look at that. It looks like they have their little logo on the AUX cable. That's cool. Take a look over here, USB-C, that's what's up, people. Whoop, whoop. Love to see the USB-C. All right. Wow, this comes, the way this is packaged is like this is a piece of, like a TV or something. That is exactly how they would package a TV. That is really cool. I like that. Okay. Here we go, user manual. Definitely want to read through all of that nowadays to figure out all the different button pressing and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that. All right, dun 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 dun. Whoa, that is impressive, people. Wow, look at that. That is so clean. That is so elegant. Wow, that is incredible. It's just a piece of wood with a bunch of tech inside of it. I am thoroughly blown away right now. Wow, that is so cool. And it's a hi-fi speaker, so I'm wondering if it's more than just a sound machine. Wow, this is so cool. Oh, and it's alive. Whoa. Holy bananas, people. Where is the volume? Wow. That is absolutely insanely crystal clear. It sounds like I'm standing next to a stream. Okay, so there's their name etched. I think that is etched. Wow, that is etched on there. That is so nice. It looks like all of this is sort of etched on. Let's go ahead and do the fan. Oh, there's the fan. And then this is the maybe pink noise. Oh, that's satisfying. What do we got? Oh, that's play pause. Okay. And then this is back to the... Okay. So it looks like we have 3 presets here. And then let's see if we can skip through each one. Okay, so it looks like that's interesting. Let me go to the fan, and now I'm gonna skip through the fans. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay, and we'll go to the pink noise. There we go. Okay, now this is making sense. Okay, so it looks like we have pink noise, which you can skip through. We have a fan sound, which you can skip through other fan sounds, and then you have the music right there, which you can also skip through. This thing gets incredibly loud and so crystal clear. Holy bejesus, people. Let's take a look at the back. Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's a bass port on the back. Okay, so it's not a single press for power. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, that was about 3 to 4 seconds. Let's power it back on. 2 seconds. Okay, so it's 2-second power on, 3-second power off. That's not bad. That's not bad. These feet on the bottom look extremely grippy. Wow, they feel so grippy. Let's go ahead and set it down. Yeah, holy bejesus, people. That is locked in place. Very, very interesting. I wonder if there's no bass on the back because they're saying you could lay this down just like that. The only thing I'm noticing is, man, I am pressing all of these buttons like crazy. And there is the LED indicator right there, so you could see it started flashing when I hit the pause button. Okay, that's cool. And I'm sure it's going to change color when the battery gets low. Wow, that is so cool. I am thoroughly impressed. I'm giving this 5 out of 5 stars for creativity and just blowing me away right off the bat. This is made out of some kind of jean material right here. It feels extremely solid. Like, I cannot flex this at all. This thing is built like a tank. I'm sure if I drove over it with a Honda Civic, it would just stay as is and the tire would just roll off the other side. It would be a very uneventful video for sure. But yeah, holy crap, this thing is absolutely amazing. I wonder if this is an actual speaker too. Like, I wonder if you can pipe in audio. Okay, so this could actually work as a regular speaker, but not Bluetooth. I'm guessing this probably does not have any sort of Bluetooth technology. So it looks like you would plug this into the device that you want to send audio into here. Oh, look, that changed color. Oh, that's cool. Pull that out. Ah, oh, there's an indicator light there and there. Very cool. Let me go to the headphone and see if it changes. Headphone does not change. Okay, so they want you to know that you're in this mode over here, the AUX mode. Okay, very cool. That is so nice. This thing is blowing me away. This is something that you're gonna want to put in your house and turn it on when you have guests come over, and they're gonna be like, where's that sound coming from? And you're gonna go, you see that box over there? It's coming out of that. It's gonna blow people away. That is so cool. All right, coming up, we're gonna be putting this to the test. Of course, I will be sleeping with this, so this will be in my bedroom, and I'll be sleeping and testing this thing to the fullest. I'm so excited. It's so awesome. I got so excited I almost forgot. These are somehow capacitive touch buttons, so they're not physical buttons. Nothing moves. Somehow they have the touch sensitivity in this wood. I am so impressed, so blown away, and it's very responsive. Like I said earlier, I was bumping these like crazy, but yeah, very responsive. These buttons over here are super loud. You can hear that from like a mile away, so you're never gonna mistake that you've pressed it or whatnot. Very cool. I like it so much. And I wonder if this company has some awesome speakers as well, Bluetooth and whatnot. That would be so cool to get more of these. But yeah, let's get into it.
Hey guys, I want to take a quick minute to talk about the sponsor for this channel, Don Pablo Coffee. Don Pablo Coffee makes an amazing variety of coffee, from bourbon infused coffee to whole bean to fresh ground coffee. You can find a perfect cup of coffee from them each day, every day. I absolutely love their coffee. Their bourbon infused coffee, it is a cup of coffee that is unlike anything on the planet. Buy some of their bourbon infused coffee today. Give it as a gift. Drink it your daily driver. It is absolutely amazing. Also, this company is eco-friendly. They're for the planet. They are not putting a hurt on the rainforest. They're not putting a hurt on this planet. So when you drink a cup of Don Pablo coffee, you're getting a guilt-free cup of coffee. Woo! That is absolutely amazing. Everything nowadays has a little bit of guilt tied to it, but this cup of coffee is going to be amazing. It's going to taste so fresh. It's going to be perfect. They're a small batch coffee roaster, which means they don't roast giant amounts of coffee in giant contraptions. They roast them in a smaller roasting contraption, which means you're going to get a fresher bean, people. Fresher beans are the way to go. All right. Click the links down below, buy some of their coffee today, and let's all enjoy an amazing cup.
Okay, this is just a closer look at all the different folders and all the different sounds in each folder. So you can pause it as we look here if you want to know a little bit more about what's to come when you buy this sound machine. And then here is the battery size, 22,000 milliamp, people. Wow, that is a large battery. Okay, this is the biggest flaw of this machine. The light does not turn off, so if you're someone who's sensitive to light, you want to skip this one or get a piece of electrical tape and cover up that light, which will look a little bit weird, but yeah, it is very, very bright. Take that note into consideration. Okay, here we go in my bathroom. So you could put this in a bathroom and have a good bath with one of these sounds going and have a little bit of a spa experience. This thing doesn't have to be designated to a bedroom. It is way cooler than that. I think you could put it anywhere in your house and have a little bit of soothing sounds throughout the day. Okay, one thing that this thing does when you pause it is the indicator light will blink the entire time. So once again, this thing has an indicator light on the front that is quite aggressive, and it never really quits. It just keeps on a truckin' constantly, but from a distance you're gonna know that that thing is paused and not just quiet. So that's kind of cool. Okay, it definitely passed the iPod test. I was completely blown away. The sound quality that comes out of here is very crispy. It is very good. This is a phenomenal speaker. The only downside is it doesn't have any bass. I mean, it has some, but it just doesn't have enough to give you that sort of full body music listening experience. Okay, so the volume and controls are not able to send out any signal to your device to control it. So if you plug in an iPod or a phone, you're not going to skip with the box and skip tracks. So that's something to take note of. And then also, one thing that's really weird is I thought I was pausing my iPod the entire time, and in reality, it was just muting it. So when you hit pause and you have something plugged in to AUX, it does not stop the music from playing, at least on an iPod. So take that into consideration. Yeah, I went through a lot of music while it was paused, came back and was like, oh, I'm on a completely different track. So the play pause, the volume, the skip, all that stuff does not affect the device that's plugged into it. But that's kind of cool because you can set your sound box at a certain volume and then control it from your device, whether it's a phone or an iPod, and then you can adjust the volume on it if you're wanting to be, you know, a couple feet from your sound box. So kind of cool, but definitely remember that when you hit the pause on the box, it does nothing, at least on an iPod. Okay, this is my setup right here. I have the sound machine. I have an AUX cable running around to an adapter going into my iPad. I'm just going to play some of my own videos so you get a good understanding of music and talking. So if you're going to plug in a podcast to this, or you're going to plug in some music, my videos will have enough to give us a good understanding of sound quality, bass quality, and all that fun stuff. And then of course I have my blue Snowball microphone right there, which is going to be picking up all the audio, and then I'm going to send that directly into my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and we'll be able to understand a little bit more about sound quality, people.
Welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about Hello, and welcome to At Home with...
Okay, once again, I have my blue snowball pointed at the sound machine, and I'm just going to go through all of the different sounds kind of quickly just to give you an understanding of what this actually has. Okay, there you go. Those are all the sounds. One thing to take note of is I did not turn up the volume. So some of these sounds are extremely loud and some of them are very, very quiet. So that's a little bit odd and a little bit annoying. You're going to have to adjust your volume as you go through them. Okay, so I've been using this sound machine for long enough that I think I have a full comprehensive review, and let's start off with the aesthetics. So this thing looks really, really cool. Like I said earlier, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 stars for how unique and cool it looks, and the tooling and all that, just really, really premium. So the aesthetics, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars. Let's talk about the button pressing. So the button pressing is kind of hit or miss sometimes. If you don't get it right on it exactly, you're going to miss it a little bit. So I kind of wish it would expand outside of the circles. It really doesn't. It kind of stays in the circle, so you kind of have to hit it exactly right. And it's one of those things where you may think you're getting very comfortable with it, and then you miss it a little bit and it just doesn't work. So the button pressing, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The clickiness of these buttons never went away. Phenomenal, very nice. Really love the fact that you can plug your premium headphones into here and kind of treat this as like a giant iPod. So the headphone jack, I definitely used it and like that. The ability to pump in audio to this is a little bit confusing because at the end of the day, this is a noise box. It does make a bunch of different noise, and it's designed to help you relax and help you sleep and help your baby sleep better and all that fun stuff. So it is a little bit funny that you can pump in audio. There's no real bass, and that's something that I really wish this had a little bit more of. It was actual bass. I'm one of those people that likes to sleep with a white noise machine, a noise machine that makes a certain amount of bass. So I've found that, like my phone, I'll turn on the noise maker on that, and it just doesn't have enough bass to help me drown out any sort of bass noise that I hear while I'm sleeping. So I always need a speaker that pumps out a decent amount of bass, and this one just doesn't have enough. It has bass, but it's just not enough to really get you in that sort of sleep mode per se, but it does get extremely loud. So this thing will fill, I would say, a medium-sized room by itself. So if you have a medium-sized room and you're trying to sleep in there, this thing is going to pump out a lot of sound, and that is really, really cool. Let's talk about the indicator light here, which I talked about earlier. You cannot switch that off, and at night it is quite bright. So I wish that it had a dimming feature or an ability to just turn it off altogether, but there is no way to turn it off. So hopefully in the next gen they'll allow for that to be turned off. So that's kind of annoying. You would have to, like I said, cover it with some electrical tape or something if you're really trying to black out your room. So that's a little bit of annoyance. Also, I oddly wish there was something to break up this square here, like their logo or something in the middle. It does look great, but it gets a little bit boring. I wish this name maybe was right on the front, which is kind of funny to say because we've gotten away from having companies put the logo on the front of the device, but it's just, it can get a little bit boring when you just see it day after day on your shelf or on your bedside table. So really, really cool at first, and then it kind of gets a little bit plain, but nonetheless, I still love the look of it. I think it's really nice. The grips on the bottom, phenomenal. This thing, like I said, pumps out so much noise that you really do need a good grip. So I never had any problems with that. Battery life, absolutely amazing. This thing truly does hold so much juice in here, and if you're one of those people that hates having cords running around your bedside table, this is the win right here, because this is going to last you night after night, and then you're going to be able to plug it in during the day, charge it up real good, and come back and have a full tank once again. So battery life was absolutely phenomenal. Love the size of it. Definitely something you could take out with you camping if you needed to help you sleep. Maybe you're staying in a cabin that doesn't have any electricity for a couple nights. This thing is going to do the job. All right, let's talk about the high fidelity sound, the hi-fi sound. So I'm slightly convinced that this thing has high fidelity tracks in it, meaning the sounds that come out are high fidelity. I'm not going to say that this speaker is an hi-fi speaker. I'm not going to say that this speaker is, you know, of a certain amount of quality, and it's definitely two speakers, as you can see right here, 3-watt X2. So there's two speakers in here pumping out the sound. At least that's what I'm pretty much convinced of when you see 2-watt times 2. That's what I'm thinking is happening there, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so there's two speakers. They pump out the sound from there. The charging of this thing was a little bit slow, but it got done pretty quick, so I wasn't worried. I did test the timers, and the timers worked perfectly. So if you're someone who's trying to take a 30-minute nap, I like to do those as much as possible. Then you could set your 30 minutes and it'll shut off, which will help you wake up easier. And then of course you can set an hour. And the build quality, of course, is still 5 out of 5 stars for me. This thing is a true absolute tank. One thing that I mentioned earlier was weird is that I hope that when they redo this, they maybe change the logos here to make it more direct on what's happening, and maybe adjust the files that are in here, because I found that, like, you would have rain noise or water noise in all of these, and then you would have like similar things in all of them, and it just didn't make any sense. Like, why? This should just be like white noise or pink noise or whatever, and then this one should just be like fan and dryer and different motor sounds, and then this one should just be all like bird and nature and, you know, water sounds, music sounds. So that was my only gripe, was I didn't understand the filing of these three, but nonetheless it did its job. It worked. I like the fact you could see that it's paused on here, but like I said earlier, you can't play pause anything that plugs into here. And I also found that this volume was to the speaker and not to the device that's plugged into it. So that was kind of cool. So you could turn up your device volume as you want, and then you could turn up this volume as you want. So that worked. It did its job. But yeah, the light definitely flashes the entire time. And there's actually 4 LEDs in here. So each one does its own thing. The green one obviously is for the AUX port, and then there's another one for the headphone, and then another one for, I think, low battery maybe. It's like orange, it's right there. But yeah, so all in all, I'm going to say that if you have done your research and this is the look and this is the one that you want to buy, I'm going to recommend it to you. I'm going to say you're going to love this thing. If I'm going to rate this as a sound machine, I'm going to give it a 4.8 out of 5 stars. If I'm going to rate it design wise, like I said earlier, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars. If I compare it to other sound machines looks, this is definitely the top of the line that I've seen. 5 out of 5 stars for sure. It's truly non-looping, so you got hours and hours and hours of sounds in here that just keep going. There's no looping. You're not going to wake up because you're like, oh, my brain heard the same sound over and over again. So solid sound machine, highly recommended to everyone out there. Solid star rating. Yeah, it's great. I love it. Buy it.
Boom, that's a Lexenic sleep machine. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos. And it's because of you guys, I surpassed 3K. Yes, people, going strong, on my way to 4K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.